Hello to whoever is watching, to whoever stumbled across my channel. Welcome. It's Calm is my name. I think I'm pretty new to this ASMR stuff. This is my first video on YouTube, in fact, so bear with me. I'm not going to be amazing at this, but I think this is just going to be a really chill time. I'm basically just going to be showing you my world and showing you what I've done in my world, and hopefully you like it, and hopefully at least a couple of people can find some sort of relaxation off of this video. So yeah, I'll go straight into the world. So this is a completely survival world, and me and my friend made it. It's fairly new, about 2 months old. I have been playing Minecraft for a while, but I've recently got a PC, which means I switched to PC Minecraft, so along came the new world with that. So essentially, it's very unfinished. He shouldn't be down there. It's a very unfinished world, and it's pretty new, so a lot of these builds are sort of just plonked in the forests with not really much detail in the surrounding. How I do my building is I kind of do these big builds, and then build everything like the paths and all the farms and terrain around it to build up the aesthetic. But yeah, that's basically how I do it, which is why it looks really messy around the builds. As you can see, the place is full of mobs, but down here is the first build that I did, and this is done decoration wise. Obviously around it needs doing again, but this took a few hours worth of building probably. It's nothing too special, just I like it. It's quite cozy looking. The flowers are quite nice around it. And yeah, it's completely identical on the other side. But the purpose of this is basically to store our villages. I mean, there's none in these ones, obviously. We still haven't got any in there. But these are the villages that we have. So essentially, when we started off the world, we wanted to make sure we had the enchantments that we needed. Hence why we've got enchantments for unbreaking, feather falling, protection, power, so on, so on. There's also a second floor of these villages. You can see out the window here, nice looking sky. But yeah, we wanted a nice easy access to the important enchantments, hence why we made this. So I'm going to head on down here. So that's that. Like I said, I probably built that a month ago. I sort of just do the build, and then I'll kind of get bored, and I won't want to ruin what I've done with like sort of laziness, so I'll leave that project for a while, and then I'll go and do something else, like maybe mining or building some farms, because I really like building like big scale automatic farms and stuff. But this world I'm going to have for a really long while. It's a quote unquote forever world. I know that term's sort of thrown around a lot, but that's the concept of it, which is why I'm taking my time, sort of thing, really enjoying the process. So yeah, now we'll talk about this build. This build, all of this is completely my design, by the way. Everything you see here is completely designed by me. I don't really plan much, I sort of just wing it. I've actually got progression pictures for both of these, so maybe I'll show them to you next video or something. But I kind of wing it and just see how it goes. I kind of have general ideas in my head about how I want things to be built. This still needs a lot of work, hence the big bit of dirt scaffolding around the rim of it. But that's essentially going to be used again soon when I start building and working on this again. So I still need to do a lot of detailing on the windows, up here and on the roof. All needs quite a bit of detailing there. But as you can see, I kind of wanted to make it, this looks really ugly, doesn't it? I kind of wanted to make it so it's with the terrain, which is why the foundations kind of stretch all the way down. Wraps round here. And again, no windows. This will be a balcony. But it was a really fun build, and it's still going to be a really fun build. It's not really even nearly done yet. You know, the outer shell's done, but not much more. I also built this pond for it. I think it's quite a pretty little pond, but again, needs detailing. So many unfinished things, but that's what I love about Minecraft. You can sort of come back when you want and make improvements as you want. So as you can see, there's no interior in here at all. So you're probably wondering, where do we sort of live out of and sort of work out of? Where's our chests and stuff? And we basically have a little sort of basement, and I will sort of tie it into the house a bit later as like an official basement. But this is essentially where we, you know, work out of and keep all of our things, and Nether portal, which is really bright. And enchanting table, you know, the basic stuff, brewing stands. It's really simple. This is my area, all my chests, my horse. Feed him an apple. And this is my mate's area. So this is really nice. I really like what he's done with this. And this is my sort of design over here. Some cake there actually. So yeah, it's just really practical. I mean, there's like anvils and furnaces. Whoopsie. Anvils and furnaces are under the floor here, sort of hidden away, blended in. My bed's down there. There's some extra storage where I'm sort of keeping a load of rubbish really. That couldn't fit in the main storage. Everything else is fairly organised. And that's another good thing about Minecraft. Everyone has their own way of organising stuff. I mean, I don't really have a clue how my mate works his way round these symbols and what he's got in these chests. I mean, yeah, but each to their own. So that's kind of the base of operations. If we go up here, I'll quickly show you the iron farm that I built. I think it was designed and made by a guy called Wattles, and I followed the YouTube tutorial, but I sort of modified it a touch. So I need to decorate this, but this is kind of going to be like full of like little mini farms, little convenient farms that won't lag the base out too much. But we'll work our way down here. There's redstone all around here, by the way. I'll show you the farm actually. Sort of jumped the gun a bit there. This is the iron farm. So there's villagers under here, and then there's a zombie under there. The villagers will get scared of the zombie when they make direct eye contact, which will make the villagers produce iron golems. So the farm works really well, like I said, by a guy called Wattles. Really good farm builder. It's what my gunpowder farm is also built after his tutorial, and I'll show you that in a second. But essentially the problem I had with it is the villagers couldn't sleep because the zombie was scaring them too much. And the villagers need to sleep, otherwise they can't produce iron golems. They get a bit sort of, I guess, grumpy. And they can't produce iron golems if they haven't slept, so you would need to come and break the line of sight between the zombie and the villager, so at least the villagers can just touch their bed and then almost like wake up instantly, and then they can start making iron golems again until the next night. So to fix this problem, and to save me from having to break the line of sight between the zombie and the villagers manually, I put a little system in the bottom, really simple. It's just a hopper clock in here. You can hear it moving. I don't really want to uncover this because it's a little bit buggy, but there's a hopper clock which releases a signal, and like you saw there, the pistons shoot up, sticky pistons. Zombie comes up, gains the line of sight so they can make the iron golems. Then these pistons will eventually drop back down and break the line of sight with the villagers. So it's now turned into a, there you go, just like that, has turned into a fully automatic iron farm, because I don't have to break that line of sight myself. I've got this machine doing it for me. And this is just a simple hopper clock on a repetitive loop. Signal inverter to extend the pistons permanently, which isn't really needed, but yeah. If you're wondering why there's redstone everywhere, it's to stop the iron golems from spawning outside of the farm, to make sure they only spawn in that concentrated bit of water over there. So, that's the iron farm. Really simple, really small. I'm going to build a larger scale one at some point, but I don't know when. Soon. Down there's just a slime farm. It's just a couple slime chunks that I've dug out. Nothing special. I will automate it, but I just needed some really simple slime balls, really quick slime balls, just to get the sticky pistons for the iron farm over there. I will show you the sort of nether tunnel system we have going on now. We could have built it on the roof, but we started building in the tunnels and we kind of just stuck with it, you know. Where am I going? I really need to sort of finish everything up. Oh, actually, I'll show you the skeleton spawner first. So essentially, the skeleton spawner is, this is the nether tunnel system, sorry. So the signs pretty much going everywhere. And we've kind of got a few things going on. There's a really, really big sort of ridiculous manual sugarcane farm that way. It's again, I need to make an automatic one, but we needed quick sugarcane in order to trade with the villagers to get the enchants we wanted and to get the emeralds to buy the enchants. So yeah, and I did just recently find the end portal. The reason why my inventory is like this, I don't usually have it this stacked full of sort of potions and stuff, but I'm just about to fight the Ender Dragon, which I think I'm going to make another video on and see how quiet I can stay while doing that. I do play on hard, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm literally just prepped to do it. Just found the end portal, made a tunnel to it. But yeah, I'll show you the skeleton farm, which is down here. We have found a nether fortress and a trials chamber. But essentially, if you're wondering why I use the nether, for anyone new playing the game, or that's just stumbled across this video that doesn't play Minecraft, every block in the overworld, every block in the nether is equal to 8 blocks in the overworld, meaning you can travel extremely far and fast in the nether. So yeah, this is the skeleton spawner. We kind of decorated it really nicely. We're actually underground right now. As you can see in the top left, we are at -5, but we kind of wanted to decorate it, you know. This was our first actual farm, so me and my friend, we kind of wanted to make it look nice. Enchanting table here, you know, grindstone, anvils, everything typical. Nothing in there. Yeah. So what happens is, anyone that doesn't know how these work, it's just a really basic skeleton spawner. They spawn here. A set should spawn in a second. There we go. They spawn in, and they get pushed by the water into another water stream, up a bubble column, across another few blocks this way. They fall down a big chute like that, and it means that they are now one shot. So you can actually get a decent amount of XP. It's not a very efficient XP farm, but early game, it's a really important farm to have. Really useful farm to have. So this is a sort of underbelly. I wanted to put a sorting system in. Really basic sorting system. Just puts the arrows in there, bones in there. And again, because it's such an early game farm, usually I would dispense all the other stuff like the armour and the bows. But instead, I made a little ticker, a little redstone clock that would tick, and that's the noise you can hear there. And that pumps the items out into a water stream to disconnect it from the hoppers into these chests here. And as you can see, we are absolutely drowning in it. But yeah, it's a nice little farm. I like the way we've decorated it. It makes you want to come back and visit it every once in a while, you know. It's important to make these little projects nice and detailed. That's the plan of kind of everything. Anyway, that's the skeleton spawner. We'll go back to the house now. There's nothing too much more built over in that direction, just mainly like structures that are well generated. But I'll show you the massive sugarcane farm, why not? This thing's ridiculous. Like I said, there's also a silverfish XP farm. It was just to get really quick access to paper to then trade with emeralds, to then buy enchanted books with, to get all of this nice enchanted armour. But yeah, it's massive. It's huge. It's unnecessary, it's ridiculous. But it's far away from our base, so I don't have to deal with it. And it's ugly. It's ugliness. There's also a minecart rail that kind of runs around it, and you kind of just break it as you go around, and you can kind of send another Minecraft hop around to collect everything. It works pretty well for what it is, but I'll be building another one in the actual farming district, which I'll show you in a sec. Silverfish XP farm, all the armadillos died because I didn't realise that the zombie had died. I don't know how it happened, but yeah. It was I kind of turned the fire on and they all just like didn't ball up, so they all just died inside there. It's so sad, but it's all right. I'm breeding up some more, and I won't let these little guys die. Egg and egg. I'd probably say egg's my favourite if I had to choose. Right, back in the nether. Okay, I'm going to quickly show you the creeper farm and the farming district. When I say farming district, it's where the farms are going to go. There's a pillager tower there, and there's a big ocean to build mob farms over to decrease spawns on the ground. And there's also a ocean monument, which I found the other day, which I didn't actually know about. But again, in these videos, I'll be sort of doing these sort of projects, and just doing chilled out videos like this, and sort of building and letting whoever wants to watch. Really, it's going to be really chilled out time here. So this is the creeper farm portal. This is the only farm actually in the farming district, but I wanted to do a separate portal because it's very high up, as you can see. You might be able to see the other portal from here, the actual farming district one. I don't really know. Yeah, oh no, that's the ocean monument. But anyway, another design by Wartles here. He's a great farm builder, but essentially what happens is the creepers spawn on pads up there, then there's snow golems in the middle, and they'll knock the creepers off. The creepers will fall into a water streams, some water streams in this cube here. They'll be pushed into this tunnel and they'll take some full damage, where you can just one hit them and collect their drops here. So it's a pretty efficient farm for how easy it is to build. I mean, a lot of resources, but I kind of had a deep slate lying around from just mining, so it really is worth it, especially if you're like me and you're gonna go defeat the Ender Dragon. You're about to get your elytra. You want to be, ready with gunpowder to have rockets. As well as that, it makes ancient debris farming really easily to have TNT. I know beds is a method, but personally, you know, TNT's like way more fun. I mean, I think everyone can agree with that. Okay, this is where like the farming district is gonna go. So we're gonna have a raid farm where this pillage tower is here. And maybe some other different farms, maybe some automatic sort of like carrot farms or just anything. Anything can go here really. This is, you know, quite far away from the base, but it's a short run in the nether. But it won't disturb any sort of chunk rendering or lag spikes in the base, which is the important thing, which is why it's so far away. It also means that I can make anything as blocky and as ugly and as big as I want without having to worry about covering it up. This is it's just purely for big automatic farms. So in a way it will look pretty cool. I mean, I like how the creeper farm looks weirdly, even though it's just a box in the sky. I don't know what it is, it just looks industrial. But you can see why I put that portal in the creeper farm as well. I mean, look how far away we are from that. It takes ages to get there from here. But that's, you know, pretty much everything I wanted to show you. It's nothing special. It's a fairly new world, but if I'm going to make these videos and sort of make building videos or make mining videos or even like exploring videos of when I just sort of walk around rambling and chatting, I want to make it so you kind of know the environment a bit more. I want whoever's watching this to kind of feel like you're familiar with the world a bit. And you know, to start maybe even feel like it's like you have some input on the world as well. You know, if anyone stumbles across it, I'd love to hear what you think of the world and any criticism you've got, any helpful sort of tips on building would be cool, just like what you think of the building in general. Even if you just want to chat, just yeah, just feel free to hit a comment if you've seen this and you have a bit of input. But that's essentially it, you know. I really hope you've enjoyed watching this, if anyone is watching this, and I'll be uploading another video soon, hopefully killing the Ender Dragon. Like I said, I'll have to be as sort of quiet as I can be without panicking too much. But it should be funny and fun, and I'm sure it'll be make for a relaxing video as well. Let me know if the game sounds alright as well. If it's too loud, I can always turn it down a touch. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next video.